Play this 3-step game to turn your dog's muzzle into a party hat. Whenever I get to work with a dog with a muzzle on, I get a little excited. And it's not just because I like the rough stuff. It's because that'll be the safest dog I work that day. I'm a big fan of muzzles. I love muzzles. I personally think every dog should be conditioned to wearing a muzzle. Yes, every dog. Even nice dogs without a mean bone in their body can still benefit from getting used to a muzzle. Here are a few times your dog might need to wear a muzzle. During an emergency, during a fire or a flood or any other crazy, unusual situation, your dog will be freaking out. Heck, I'm going to be right next to them freaking out too. You can't reason with your dog, so having the ability to take their weapons away in an emergency is super important. During grooming sessions, your dog might freak out while getting its manicure. You'd be surprised to see how many dogs turn into the Tasmanian devil every time you touch their feet. Costumes. This one's for the nice dogs. This is the main reason I muzzle train them. They get used to having stuff on their heads, and they don't get dramatic during dress-up time. Introducing new dogs or animals. When introducing cats, bunnies, hamsters, and other dogs, the muzzle acts like a backup safety, just like headgear during a boxing match. It keeps the human and the dog calm. Everyone stops freaking out and acts like a Hindu cow whenever the muzzle's on. It's a nice tool to help everyone relax. At the vet. Again, it's really hard to reason with your dog, especially in those stressful situations. Especially at the doctor's office. Trust me, I know. If you go to the VA hospital right now, on my records, it's going to say, Lance is a jerk. In those situations, you're freaking out. It's hard to reason with your dog, so the muzzle helps out a lot. And eating gross stuff on the ground. While working on the overall issues, the muzzle allows your dog to learn without ingesting gross poop, sticks, rocks, or even cigarette butts. The type of muzzle does matter. I prefer the Baskerville basket muzzle. It allows your dog some room to breathe and pant and drink and even eat. The other muzzles are a bit more restrictive. Also, if you have a bully breed or flat-nosed dog breed, you can boil the Baskerville muzzle and shape it to your dog's face. One thing I don't want to do is slap a muzzle on your dog's face and then put him in a stressful or scary situation. We've all seen that old classical movie, The Man in the Iron Mask. In the movie, a young, hot Leonardo DiCaprio freaks out when they first put the mask on him. That's probably what your dog feels like when you put a muzzle on him without getting him used to it first. If you put in a little bit of upfront work, the muzzle can become a fun and safe tool for you and your dog. This 3-step game will turn your dog's muzzle into a Pez Dispenser and then a party hat. Step 1. You'll turn the straps inside out and turn the muzzle into a giant Pez Dispenser or a bowl. A couple of options here. You can use your hand to cup the food or use a bowl to help catch the extra food. You can also use some tape to help also. All you have to do is feed your dog out of the muzzle. You can do their normal meals or use higher value treats. Every dog's food drive is different. You're ready for the next step once you pull the muzzle out and your dog can't keep its fat face out of it. Step 2. With the straps still turned inside out, you'll start to place the muzzle on your dog's face. At this point, they're expecting treats inside, so they'll jam their face into it. After a couple seconds of holding it, take it off and give a treat or put the treat through the hole in the bottom. Once your dog's doing good, add increments of 5 seconds until you can get up to about 20 seconds. Step 3. You're going to start to strap it to your dog's face. After 5 seconds, take it off and reward. Again, add 5-second increments until you get to about 20 seconds. Once you start moving, your dog might try and take its hands and pull the muzzle off its face. You can use the off command here if you want, but I mainly concentrate on pulling my dog's hands away using my hands. Again, if you add too much pressure, I don't want your dog to freak out like Leonardo DiCaprio. The first couple times you're out with your dog, it'll feel a bit awkward, and you'll feel like everyone's judging you. But then comes the magic. It's just like boxing with headgear on. You'll feel a newfound confidence, and trust me, your dog will pick up on it too. Next thing you know, you won't be as nervous or jumpy in situations as you used to be. The nice thing is you don't have to have the muzzle on forever. It's super easy to phase your dog out of the muzzle. Once the trust is coming along, you can use a halty or gentle leader as a bridging tool. Your dog will still think it can't use its weapons, and you'll still be able to pull your dog's mouth away if needed. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy those party hats.